very well. Oh, the best present yet. I would like to I hope you're all very well. Um, exercise that was the best present yet. I would like to go in this categories or when you come on, I suggest that you mute yourself yet, and then switch off your camera until you're told to do so. Because this whole exercise is being streamed live on YouTube. This whole exercise is being streamed live on YouTube. So I would advise all members who have logged in into the Zoom to kindly mute yourself and also turn off your camera until you are told to do otherwise. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen who are present here online, without mincing words, we will proceed with today's order of the day. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bismarck, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission Distance Learning Students Association. And I would like to welcome you all to this important event. Today, we are here to listen to the manifestos of our candidates who are vying for various positions in this election. We have 7 candidates who will be presenting their manifestos today. And each candidate will have 10 minutes to present their manifestos and to listen carefully and note down any points that are salient to you after each presentation. And so, without mincing words, honorable members and honorable aspirants, we will begin immediately. Sorry. Now, we are starting with the Women's Commissioner portfolios, and then we'll move on to the Secretary portfolio, the General Secretary portfolio, and then we will proceed with the Financial Secretary. Finally, we will end with the President's portfolios as well. So, Honorable, and just a quick one, respectfully. Every candidate shall be allotted 10 minutes maximum. You are allotted a time of 10 minutes maximum. You cannot go beyond 10 minutes that has been allotted to you. Whether you spend 5 minutes or 7 minutes or 3 minutes, so long as you're still within the 10 minutes of time that has been allotted to you, you're good to go. But if you go beyond 12 and then move on to the next candidate, and so I will urge you all to kindly take note of that, especially the candidates. Also, I am urging the candidates that we would want to see you live, and so each candidate, when it is your turn to make your presentation, I expect you to make sure that your video is turned on and then you have unmuted yourself because we need to hear you clearly. So So I hope everybody can hear me respectfully. I need to make sure that everybody can hear me before I proceed any further.
Yes, please. You are allowed, so you can proceed. Yes, please. You are allowed, so you can proceed.
Very well. Very well. Thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Just as I was saying, that the candidate who will be presenting their manifestos, when you come on board, we are expecting to see your face, and so your camera must be turned on, be in your best form, and you must also unmute yourself because we need to hear you clearly and hear you very well so that you may be able to put your message across accordingly. And as I indicated, we are starting with the WUCOM, the Women's Commission portfolio. After that, we'll move on to the General Secretary portfolio, and then to the Financial Secretary portfolio, and then lastly, the President's portfolio. Without mincing words, ladies and gentlemen, we will call upon Miss Benedicta Addison. Miss Benedicta Addison, who is the candidate aspiring for the position of Women's Commissioner. So therefore, Miss Benedicta Addison, if you are with us, you have 10 minutes to proceed, and then you're supposed to come on live, turn on your video, unmute yourself, and then you can proceed. As and when you start, we will start marking the time. One of the deputies will mark the time, and then we will note that accordingly. So, Miss Benedicta Addison, aspiring for the Women's Commissioner position for 2023-2024 academic year, you have the platform. Miss Benedicta, I think that you have still muted.
Oh, sorry. I was asking if I can start. Sorry.
Yourself. Can you unmute and then?
Yes, it's okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Okay. Okay. So thank you for the opportunity. The chairman of Electoral Commission, the current executive, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. I, Benedicta Addison, stand before you as an aspiring National Women's Commissioner, driven by a burning desire to create a more inclusive and empowering environment for women within our esteemed association, Dlsa. I firmly believe that gender equality is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality that we can achieve together. Through collaboration, advocacy, and concerted efforts, we will build a community where every woman feels valued, heard, and empowered to reach her fullest potential. My vision is empowering and uplifting women to achieve gender equality in every aspect in life. Also, to foster a tertiary experience that embraces and celebrates the diversity and talent of women. I envision a campus where every woman, regardless of her background and identity, can thrive academically, professionally, and personally. Together, we will create an environment that recognize and addresses the unique challenges faced by women and ensure equal opportunities for success and leadership. My key goals, one is representation and visibility, collaborating with student organizations and faculty to increase the representation of women in leadership roles, positions, committees, and decision-making. Also, to promote women's visibility in academic and extracurricular activities through recognition programs, showcase, and media platforms. Also, to advocate for the inclusion of diverse voices in the curriculum, enduring women's contribution and perspectives are acknowledged and studied. Equal opportunity and support. That is working closely with administration to ensure equitable access to scholarship, grants, and resources for female students. And also to advocate for gender responsive policies that addresses the unique needs of women. And also to establish and also monitor programs and networks that empower women to navigate career paths, providing guidelines, support, and networking opportunities. Organizing workshops, seminars, and campaigns to raise awareness about consent, bystander interventions, and the importance of fostering a culture of respect and equality. Also, by establishing counseling services and support systems that cater specifically for the mental health and well-being of women, addressing the unique challenges they may face. Also, we will organize workshops, seminars, conferences that focus on women's empowerment, skill building, and leadership development by fostering a culture of entrepreneurship among female students, providing resources, mentorship, and opportunities for women to explore and develop their innovative ideas. Also, safety and well-being, that is collaborating with campus security and local authorities to create a safe and secure environment for women, addressing issues of harassment, assault, and discriminations. My call to action is to invite each and every student, faculty members, staffs to join me on this transformative journey. Let us stand together, united by the shared commitment to gender equality and women's empowerment. Together, we will break down barriers and also to challenge stereotypes, and also to create a future where every female can thrive and excel. Vote for progress, vote for change, vote for Benedicta Addison. We will make our Dlsa a beacon of gender equality. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Benedicta Addison, who is the candidate for the position of Women's Commissioner for the 2023-2024 academic year. And I'm sure that all members who are present here have really jot down some important things that you talked about on your stereotyping and then breaking the societal norms against women, among other things. It's something that we hope you bring to fruition. So we wish you all the best of luck. And then anything that comes along with that, we wish you all the best, and then you put in your best effort. So thank you very much for that brief and very succinct presentation. Okay, you can kindly mute, yes, you can mute yourself, and then if you want, you can take off your video, but you can still let it be on. Yeah, it's being streamed live, and so for people to get to know you, it's allowed for the candidates. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will move straight on to the next, still on the WUCOM portfolio. We'll move on straight to the next candidate. They are no longer aspirants. They have qualified for vetting, and so they are now candidates who now have a ticket on the ballot. And so we'll move on to the next lady, who is in the person of Aseda Asei Aklasu. Aseda Asei Aklasu, who is also contesting for the position of Women's Commissioner for the 2023-2024 academic year for Dlsa. Miss Aseda Asei, if you are with us, you can proceed with your presentation. Miss Aseda Asei Aklasu, if you're with us, you can proceed with your presentation.
Hello. Hello. Honorable please can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Aseda, I can hear you from
Honorable, please can you hear me?
all
Why I am raining heavy.
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you from my end. I believe all your members can hear you as well.
Good afternoon. Can I proceed, please?
Miss Aklasu, can you hear me?
Yeah, so it's raining heavily here, but please can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you proceed, Miss Aklasu? We can hear you. Hello, Mr. Aklasu. I suggest that you position yourself well. I believe that the technical hitches is from your end. Your video has posted.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Aklasu. Yeah. Miss Aklasu, kindly unmute your mic and then speak. Your mic is mute. Your mic has been muted. Sorry. Kindly unmute and then speak for us to hear you. Yes, you can proceed, Mr. Aklasu.
Let me start all over. Please, can I start all over? Please, can I start all over?
Yes, Mr. Aklasu, you have 10 minutes, so you can start over.
Okay. So good afternoon. Honorable Chairman of the Electoral Commission.
Miss Aklasu, yeah.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman of the Electoral Commission.
Good afternoon. We can hear you. Proceed.
Parents, executives, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, I'm here in the person of Aseda Asiya Klasu to present my manifesto for the position Commission of the Distance Learning and Technology. Yes, the title in hereby present this manifesto, recognizing the importance of addressing gender disparities within higher education. I aim to foster an all-inclusive and supportive environment which enables women to thrive and to reach their full potential on campuses. This manifesto outlines key principles and objectives to guide women in championing their equality, combating discrimination, and also promoting women's rights across the entire university campuses. Equal opportunity. I sought to promote equal opportunities, policies, and practices to ensure fair representation of fellow students, ladies in academia, and also the various best campuses. How do I intend that? By consulting the local or the sector weapons when given the opportunity to become the national weapon, to know their challenges, their grievances, and to channel it across to the appropriate authorities. Advocate for transparent and unbiased equipment when it comes to opportunities and training processes, eliminating gender bias in policies and then unconscious bias on campuses. I sought to also offer safe and inclusive campuses by implementing robust mechanisms, prevent and address gender violence, harassment,
So, honorable members, I believe that Honorable Classes Network is not favoring her, and so I would suggest we move on to the next portfolio as and when it becomes necessary, and then Honorable Classes network becomes stable, we will invite her back to present a manifesto to us again. And so respectfully, I will move on to the next candidate, and then we can proceed from there. And we can So I would move on to the next portfolio, and then if and when Honorable Classes or Miss Asim make a presentation to us again. So honorable members of the House, we will move on to the next portfolio and invite Miss Dlsa.
May I see me in my camera? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will move on and invite Miss Dlsa, who is the national candidate aspiring for the position of National Secretary. So, Ms. Asida, will be inviting you back again as and when your network becomes stable. We'll invite you again to make your presentation. So,
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Honorable Chair.
good afternoon, Ms.
Please,
Christabel.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Kindly proceed.
Okay. Honorable Chair of the Electoral Commission, Honorable Executive Members of the Electoral Commission, other Executive Committee members present, fellow aspirants, fellow colleagues, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am honored to sit before you as a candidate for the position of the General Secretary for the Distance Learning Students Association, KNUST. Having dedicated myself to the field of logistics and supply chain management, I understand the unique challenges and aspirations of our student community. If elected, I will tirelessly work to ensure that our voices are heard, our needs are met, and our association flourishes. Together, let us build a stronger, more inclusive, and vibrant student body. Honorable Chair, when I am elected as the General Secretary, I will work with my other executives to enhance communication and engagement. Effective communication is the key to a successful association. I will strive to enhance communication channels between the association. This includes regular updates and newsletters. I will ensure timely dissemination of information and updates through newsletters and WhatsApp platforms, keeping you informed about important events, deadlines, and opportunities. And also, we will create interactive online platforms. Creating online platform and maintaining user-friendly online platforms where the ideal students can actively engage, share ideas, ask questions, and participate in discussions. fostering a sense of community among us. Fellow colleagues, I will ensure professional development and networking. I believe that education should extend beyond the classroom. As the General Secretary, I will strive to provide opportunities for professional development and networking, enabling students of the ideal to enhance their skills and connect with the industry professionals. This includes seminars on relevant topics, inviting industry experts and alumni to share their insights, experiences, and career advice. Mr. Chairman, fellow aspirants, I humbly ask for your trust and support. If elected as the General Secretary for the Distance Learning Students Association, KNUST, I will be your voice, your advocate, and your ally. Together, let us work towards a stronger student community that thrives academically, professionally, and personally. Once again, my name is Dlsa. I am pleading with you to come vote for me on the 22nd of July, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Asare, for that short, brief, and precise manifesto that has been wonderfully presented by you. We are so grateful and we wish you all the best. On behalf of the Commission, we wish you all the best in your endeavors. And the way that you have appealed to the delegates, I'm sure that it should go down well with them at the end of the day. Now, I think I will have to go back. Honorable Aseda or Miss Asei, Miss Aseda Aklasu, if you are still with us, I believe your network was jerking. If it is okay now, I can let you proceed or move on to the next portfolio. So Miss Aklasu, if your network is okay, kindly let me hear you and then you can proceed. If it is not, find a suitable place to position yourself, and then when it is okay, I will get back to you on that as well. Can you hear me, Ms. Aklasu? Very well, I'll move on to the next portfolio, which is the position of Finance Secretary, the Financial Secretary or Finance Secretary, National Financial Secretary. And the candidate aspiring for that position is Mr. Michael Obin. Mr. Michael Obin aspiring for the position of National Financial Secretary. Mr. Obin, if you are with us, kindly proceed. You have 10 minutes, so your time starts now. Let us see your video on, unmute yourself and proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon to you all. Mr. Chairman, the electoral commissioners, fellow aspirants and colleagues, all protocols observed. Good afternoon to you all once again. I am Michael Obin, a third-year BBA marketing student, and I'm aspiring to be the next Dlsa KNUST Financial Secretary at the national level. A vast society as ours needs a discreet and wise leader to man its financial affairs, and I boldly declare that I am the right candidate. After giving a listening ear to the concerns of my fellow colleagues, I came up with a theme of financial accountability and transparency to not only see the provision of timely and precise reports on all financial transactions of Dlsa, but to make every member of Dlsa to be financially self-conscious through tactical policies. Therefore, I present to you the FAT agenda policies. I want to bring on board to address the concerns of the Dlsa KNUST people are elaborated below. The Financial Tips and Awareness Initiative This is a policy which seeks to bring fellow members of the society to financial consciousness. The idea of financial planning only occurs to most of us after graduation. So how can we sensitize fellow members and colleagues alike for us to be fully informed financially? My office seeks to bring a once-a-week initiative where financial tips and jargons will be put on flyers and then shared to the various class platforms and our social media outlets. This policy actually seeks to kill two birds with one stone, in the sense that not only will this initiative equip students with financial knowledge and skills, which will help them gain financial independence, it will also increase engagement on our social media platforms, which will give the association prestige and glory amongst other distance learning societies across Ghana. Definitely, when students become sensitized about financial knowledge, they'd want to put it into practice. So here lies another policy, which will translate the desires of students to engage in businesses from mere thoughts into realities. This is the Financial Literacy Seminar, which will be held for members of the Dlsa to put forth their questions to learn, to unlearn and relearn financial knowledge and skill. Most students tend to quit studying for innovative ideas due to little financial know-how. Hence, the introduction of this financial literacy seminar policy, which seeks to bring in people with much financial expertise to rightly educate us on our finances. It's always a headache when a new year approaches, especially when it's a new academic year, because of the school fees and hostel fees demands. Well, this takes us to the third policy of the FAT agenda, the student welfare policy. I seek to work hand in hand with the Institute's management by pushing for keeping of school fees, which are a financial burden to most students, at a minimum level. Also, as a person with integrity and discipline, I seek to present Dlsa KN University members accurate financial statements in transparency and accountability without cutting corners. Ultimately, I've realized that there are actually a lot of sponsorships for undergraduates, but the issue is that do they portray the urgency of our needs to the sponsors? Here then comes the final policy of the FAT agenda, which is the monetary fund accessibility. My office will help Dlsa members secure scholarships. This will be achieved after a thorough screening of students' application forms, and information will also be made available concerning scholarship programs and scholarship opportunities for Dlsa members. In conclusion, all these policies cannot be materialized except you, the sovereign people of Dlsa KN University, give me the mandates to do so. I have you all at heart, and through teamwork and a can-do spirit, give me the mandate to do so. We would become the vital resources we ought to be. Have me, Michael Ovin, and the Financial Accountability and Transparency Agenda, the FAT agenda, imprinted in your hearts and mind for a FAT Dlsa. I am counting on your support now in the days ahead. Thank you. Thank you all very much for your time. Yes. Hello, Mr. Chairman. Okay.
All right, honorable members. Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Obin, for that brief. As I indicated earlier, you have all done very well. None of you have gone beyond the 10 minutes that was allotted to you. And for that, I would say kudos to you on that as well. Well, whilst Honorable or Miss Asida Asiya Klasu, who is vying for the position of Women's Commissioner, is still yet to join, we'll move on straight to the portfolio of the presidents and then invite Mr. Yes, sir, Lukman to come on board.
Okay, I don't know if I'm heard. Hello, Mr. Chairman. Hello. Hello, Mr. Chairman. Please, can anybody hear me?
Yes, boss, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Because I was not hearing any response, I was thinking otherwise. So,
But I think you should wait for the chairman.
Okay. Yeah, that is what I also think.
Hello, no, can you hear me?
Hello. I said, yeah. Hello. Honorable members, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a technical hitch from my side here. And so, okay, sir. Okay. There was a technical hitch from my side, and I will kindly seek your indulgence on that as well. Pardon me for that. Respectfully, I was hoping to hear Ms. Aklasu, the Women's Commissioner aspirant, candidate vying for the position of Women's Commissioner. But I don't know if her network has become stable now. We could hear her. If it is not, we'll move on to the President's portfolio. As and when her network becomes stable, we will proceed and then give her the opportunity to also make or present her manifesto. But without wasting much time, I would quickly move on to the President's portfolio. I'll quickly move on to the President's portfolio and invite the Mr. Lukman Seni Ibrahim. Mr. Lukman Seni Ibrahim, who is vying for the position of National President for the 2023-2024 Dlsa elections. So, Mr. Lukman, if you have, or if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself, turn on your video, and then proceed with your presentation.
All right, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So I proceed. Mr. Chairman and your panelists, the current Dlsa executives, my fellow candidates, students, and stakeholders of the IDL community, all protocols duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to use this opportunity to highlight and delve deeper into the roadmap and what Dlsa would look like once I am given the opportunity to lead our extinguished mother association as the Dlsa national president. My name, as mentioned by the chairman, is Lukman Seni Ibrahim. I'm a level 300 student of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Without wasting much time, allow me to unveil what I have to offer for Dlsa 2024. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I have a track record of achievements in infrastructure. So as a result, I would want to facilitate that construction of rest areas for centers that lack them. I have a track record of achievements in infrastructure while I was the SRC president for the Sunyani Technical University. I had continued the Sunyani Technical University's SRC hostel, which was abandoned by the previous administrations for over 15 years. I had also given the SRC Secretariat a complete facelift upon realizing that the previous administrations weren't having a working office space. The SRC Secretariat had been abandoned for 10 years, yet I fixed it. I am very much aware and have equally experienced the stress in jiggling from one space to another in wait for the next lecture, or when you need to eat or just converse with your colleagues. I will ensure that rest areas will be provided for centers that lack them, among which centers are Kobinya City Campus, the Tamale Center, and Koforidua. I know the current president, His Excellency Victor Togo, is certain to start the Koforidua Center rest area, but I want to give the assurance that I will continue from wherever he stops. 2, establishment of the IDL Student Support Fund. It has always been perceived that IDL students are workers and hence should be able to cater for their school fees. I would want to use this opportunity to educate all stakeholders that there's a huge number of ideal students who are unemployed and who have no fixed sources of income. These students are enrolled with the hope to find a helper who can help them pay their fees. Should these students be left on their own feet? Should we turn our backs on this or on such students? There are also a group of students who are employed, but yet whose salaries cannot cater for their educational needs. I believe in creating an opportunity for these students, and I believe in building a Dlsa that cares for its people. I will ensure a student support fund is created to support these students acquire the necessary training at KNUST. I will also want to assure students that the monies are not going to be put to misuse. There is going to be a competent committee that will assess the eligibility of those in need so that people who can afford will not take advantage of the fund. The third policy is provisions of an ideal info shop app. There is little publicity when it comes to what Dlsa is all about and what Dlsa does. In the few months I have been in office as the PRO for Dlsa, I have realized that there is a gap between Dlsa and the ideal students as far as information is concerned. I intend building an information app that will keep ideal students abreast with what Dlsa is doing at a particular point in time. This app will serve as an electronic notice board for ideal students where they will have access to relevant information both from Dlsa and the ideal management. It will also be a platform that would direct students directly to their virtual classroom when the need arises. This InfoShop app will be a multi-purpose app that will make access to relevant information very easy for our students. This app is going to be a zero data charge with KNUST data SIM package. What this means is that once you own your data using the KNUST data SIM, you will not be charged for using the app. This means that whether you have data or otherwise, you will be able to use the app. Number 4. Provision of souvenirs. Per my past student leadership experiences, it is not a novelty to me that students are always interested in tangibles in return for the dues they pay. It is part of my plans to produce souvenirs for all ideal students. Students always want to be identified by their instructions or by their institutions of education, especially when they are in prestigious institutions like the KNUST. These souvenirs will not only serve as a return for their dues paid, but also a means of giving our students an identity as ideal students of the KNUST. 5, supporting student entrepreneurs. There will be engagement with local and international business stakeholders to support businesses and entrepreneurial ideas. There will be engagement with local and international business stakeholders to support businesses and entrepreneurial ideas of ideal students. There are countless individuals and organizations that welcome pitches from viable business ideas for awarding funding. I will ensure that Dlsa brings stakeholders to the aid of ideal students. 6, organization of fully funded international scholarship seminars. It has become known that majority of our students are interested in international scholarships that will help them widen their horizons and expose them to the international job market. I intend organizing series of seminars and workshops that will keep our students informed as to how to apply and be sponsored fully for their studies outside Ghana. The last one is collaborating with international companies on paid internships. It is very disappointing how unemployment agencies and companies are always in request of prospective employees who would have to have job experiences. As a result of that, Dlsa will engage international multinational companies to absorb students of KNUST ideal students into their internship programs, both physically and virtually. Not only are these internships going to be paid internships, they would also be long-term awarding in terms of job experiences. Mr. Chairman, the current Dlsa executives, fellow candidates, stakeholders, and the ideal community, all protocols duly observed, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that in all that I have set to do, I wouldn't be able to do it without you. As a believer of teamwork, I welcome all of you into making this milestone journey a successful one. Please vote for Lukman Sini Ibrahim as your next Dlsa National President. God bless IDL, God bless Dlsa, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lukman Seni Ibrahim. Indeed, God bless Dlsa, God bless KNUST, and God bless us all. God bless us all. Thank you very much. We're so grateful. The commission is wishing you all the best. It's now left up to the discretion and in the hands of the delegates to decide whether you are fit for that position that you're vying for. But on the whole, we wish you all the best. Now, quickly moving on to the next candidate vying for the position of National President, Dlsa. I will call on Mr. Bismarck Owusu. Mr. Bismarck Owusu, who is vying for the position of National Dlsa President. Please, Bismarck Owusu, if you can hear me, unmute yourself, turn on your video, and then proceed with your presentation. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity. Please, can you hear me, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, I can hear you. Kindly proceed.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, the Electoral Commissioner, current and past Dlsa executives, colleague aspirants, delegates, all protocol duly observed, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Bismarck Owusu, aspiring to be the next Dlsa National President come the next academic year. I am here to present to you a statement of my manifesto for you to give me the privilege to lead our association. Despite the efforts of the current and past administration to see the association get even better, I say ayiko to their numerous achievements. But there still remains a great deal of work to be done in order to meet the needs of students of this institute. My manifesto is grouped into 4 categories, which are welfare, academics, capacity building and entrepreneurship, publicity. To begin with the welfare, fellow students and delegates, when I am voted into office, my administration shall establish a complaints unit, see something, say something, where students can immediately file or lodge a complaint. A responding team and the institute management will be on standby to resolve such complaints as soon as possible. Also, a fund will be set up to assist members who at the course of their study loses their parents or relatives who are solely responsible for their education. academics. To our final year students who will be leaving us soon, however, you are still part of us, I have a package for you called Takeaway. Takeaway is to assist you with your thesis, project works, and anything that you need to do as a final year student before you can graduate. Fellow students and delegates, when I am given the opportunity to lead, I have a project dubbed Boaunia, where students will be assisted with courses which seems difficult to understand in a form of revision prior to examinations. Also, a recap revision will be available for candidates who had trails in subjects of study. I, with the help of management, will make sure online materials for learning are provided on time. Under capacity building and entrepreneurship, fellow students and delegates, there will be an online mentorship program where we will bring on board alumni, lecturers, and public figures who are well renowned to mentor students on their field of studies. Also, departments with practical courses will be given the opportunity to be equipped themselves on how things work outside the classroom. To add to this, fellow students and delegates, a hub or a place will be created for students who are into entrepreneurs to advertise and sell their products and services. Publicity. In my lead administration, when I am giving the mandate, fellow students and delegates, I will ensure that all Dlsa social media platforms, like our Facebook, which currently have only 29 followers, will be reorganized vibrantly to attain the needed attention it requires, since we have the numbers. This will increase the recognition of Dlsa on KNUST campus and the country at large. With this, fellow students and delegates, I solicit for your support and vote to help me to become the next Distance Learning Student Association National President. Stay with me on this journey. Vote for Bismarck Owusu. Vote for the people's voice. Your voice is my voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bismarck Owusu. Your voice is indeed our voice is also is indeed your voice. But the commission is wishing you all the best and hope that at the end of the day, whatever that you wish for shall come to pass. We are just being the referees or being the we are on the sidelines and we're observing. So we wish you all the best, and then we will know how to do and then take it up from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we will move on straight to the last candidate who is also aspiring for the position of National Dlsa President, and is in the person of Mr. Musa Damba Idrisu Abu. Mr. Musa Damba Idrisu Abu, you've been allotted 10 minutes to present your manifesto to this August House. You can unmute yourself, turn on your video, and then proceed.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everybody. This is the chairman.
Good afternoon to you. Yes, I can hear you, Musa. Kindly turn on your video. We need to see your face. It's a protocol.
I didn't think my video was off.
Yes.
It's on now, right?
Yes, you may
Thank
proceed.
you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Musa Damba Idrisabu, level 300 student of KNST IDL and national candidate for the upcoming delegate election. I start in the name of the Almighty God, the most gracious and ever merciful. Mr. Chairman, His Excellency the National President of Dlsa University, honorable members of the National Council, honorable members of the Electoral Commission, honorable members of the various sector councils, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me express my deepest gratitude for the privilege given to address Dlsa members. It is a particular honor to me to stand before you today and present a realistic yet feasible, vivid manifestation of plans and innovative ideas that will go down into the history of Dlsa University. Dear fellow students, your voice matters. I believe in the power of open communication and active student participation. That is why I am committed to create a robust feedback platform where students can give back their problems, concerns, and suggestions to be heard. This initiative aims to promote transparency, inclusivity, and supportive environment where every student's voice is valued and they are actively participated in decision-making processes. Mr. Chairman, education is not just about academics. It is also about fostering a supportive community where every student can strive. As your president, I am committed to creating an inclusive environment that celebrates diversity, recognizes achievement, and promotes a sense of belonging. One of the ways I will achieve this is by organizing a yearly dinner and awards night. This event, as I said, will celebrate diversity, foster a sense of community, and honor outstanding students who have excelled academically, contributed to campus life, and made a positive impact within the university community. A sense of community is vital for a vibrant and engaging university experience. By gathering together, we will strengthen the bond among students, faculty, and staff, fostering a supportive network that extends beyond the classroom. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, I know the challenges many of our students face when commuting to and from campuses. That is why a dedicated student shuttle service will be introduced. This service will provide convenient and reliable transportation options, ensuring that every student has easy access to and from campus from a chosen location. And this will be implemented in coordination with the Ghana Transport Union. Ladies and gentlemen, I will also introduce an SMS system for timely information dissemination to close the gap between the student leadership front, management, and an ordinary member of the office. This system will enable a timely distribution of important information, including updates on academic schedules, deadlines, campus events, ensuring that every student stays well informed. I will also actively collaborate with organizations to establish partnerships that offer low interest loans to students. This initiative aims to support students in paying their tuition fees, making education more accessible and affordable for all. And a student welfare fund that will assist financially challenged students facing health issues or facing a bankruptcy in his business, thereby promoting his business. Mr. Chairman, all protocol duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not the least, recognizing the importance of online learning with the fact that 50% of our lectures are done online and they are online based. I will advocate for the augmentation of data bundle for students by working closely with the internet service providers and the university administration. I will strive to ensure that students have sufficient and affordable internet access for all their online lectures, virtual classrooms, university online library, and research activities. Mr. Chairman, I would like to also emphasize on these policies. Capacity building is something that I will coordinate and make sure it is done and given to all students. Provision of first aid boxes to campus that have not first aid boxes or lack the equipment in them. and organizing job opportunity summits. Fellow students, there is no Kumasi KNUST IDL, but there is Massive Center of KNUST IDL. There is no Accra KNUST IDL, but there is Accra campus of KNUST IDL. There is no Bolga KNUST IDL, but there is Bolga campus of KNUST IDL. So what we know for sure is that there is IDL KNUST, in whose shadow we all stand today and receive excellent education. So I therefore urge everybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel the same energy that I do, and if you feel the same agency that I do, and if you feel the same passion that I do, and if you feel the same hopefulness that I do, and if we do what we have to do, then I have no doubt that all the delegates across the country, from Boga to Accra, from Ho to Kumasi through to Sunyani, will stand up on the 22nd of July and vote for Mr. Damba Idris Abu as the next national president for Dlsa KNUST. Dear delegates, I am here before you once again to humbly seek your help, to humbly solicit for your votes, to humbly plead your minds to vote Mr. Damba Idris Abu. For all this that I've said cannot be possible without you granting me the mandate. I therefore urge everyone and all the delegates to elect me on the 22nd of July, and the new dawn will set upon KNUST, and we shall build the KNUST ideal Dlsa that we all want. Thank you very, very much, everyone, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abu Jamba, for such wonderful presentation you have just given us here. All of you have done well. Every candidate has done really very well. I'm very much impressed with you, your attention to detail, and your also your humble attention for your listening skills. You have really listened to the commission. None of you wanted to go even beyond the time that was allotted to you. And for that, the commission thanks you. Now, let me go back and then give the opportunity to Ms. Asada Asei Atlasu, who is vying for the position of Women's Commissioner. Due to her unstable network, I believe I should give her the platform to make her presentation again to us on the basis of her network and stability. So, Ms. Atlasu, if you can hear me, please, you've been given a second chance to make your point. Let us hear you, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman of the Electoral Commission, current executives, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. This afternoon, I'm here in the person of Asada Aseya Klasu to present my manifesto for the position of the National Women's Commissioner of the Distance Learning Students Association of this great university. My manifesto are entitled Women Empowerment as a Sense of Motivation in Higher Education. Mr. Chairman, I, as a gender advocate, will tender for gender equality and women's empowerment in the various universities without trampling upon anyone's rights. I sought to address the gender disparities and also render an all-inclusive and supportive leadership. Yes. This manifesto outlines my objectives to guide the Women's Commissioner as to what I intend to do to promote the women's rights across all the universities. Equal opportunity to begin with, that is, by promoting opportunities and practices to ensure fair representation of all women in academia and also on campuses, to ensure transparent and unbiased recruitment and tenure processes, eliminating gender bias, discrimination, and also unconscious biases. Yes. Mr. Chairman, thirdly, I sought to also empower and support fellow students, female entrepreneurs, by creating a WhatsApp group where they can advertise and publicize all their trades, their sales to the fellow students, which could serve as a source of income and also a means of employment opportunity to other students. On these platforms, I'll also ensure that all their channels, their grievances, their concerns are being heard and channeled to the appropriate authorities by working hand in hand with the sector WUCOMs. I can't do this all alone and by myself. It is an all-inclusive and a supportive leadership we intend to foster, to nurture, to inspire, and to bring about. Our also partnership and collaborate with other organizations, NGOs, to bring about good, educative, informative symposium, talk shows, which will also bring about job opportunities, career guidance, counseling, women empowerment, health issues like breast cancer awareness, the pros and cons of contraceptive usage, fibroids and uterine cysts, today's woman's sexual reproductive health. All these are some of the things I intended to channel, to foster, to bring about, to empower the women, the ladies, the women corner on various campuses across the university and the entire student body as a whole. Yes. So again, I also decided to also form a research and a data collection and whereby we are going to have a data collection on disparities, women experiences, their contribution to academia, compare gender disaggregators, and also improve on the areas in achieving gender equality and a haven for the fellow students on campus to minimize harassment on campuses. Mr. Chairman, further on to continue, I sought also to involve other seasoned ladies, women who are successful in their career, in their lives, to share their experiences as a lady, how to have a safe haven, good mental sound to enable you go through your academia safely, soundly, and also your personal life as a whole without you breaking down. It is an all-inclusive leadership. Ladies, be loud and be heard. Also fostering much respect among the entire student populace. The fact that we are trying to encourage gender equality doesn't mean that you trample upon the males. No. I intend to foster this to ensure constant respect between the males and the female students in general, to minimize harassment, discriminations, gender bias, and whatsoever that will come across their ways. Because you can't decide to be an empowered lady without you showing respect to the males, your student community. Mr. Chairman, I would like to conclude here by saying that I also try and also foster a safe environment on campuses by ensuring that I establish helplines for counseling, guidance, and also safe spaces for women, students, the faculty, and the staff as a whole, whereby you have yourself being embarrassed, you go through a difficulty, you can channel your grievances through that lines to be heard, to be counseled, to be guided, and to be empowered without you breaking down. So many ladies tend to call into their shell because they cannot come out openly to confide, to confront their fears, their challenges, their aspirations. But with this guidance and helpline center through seasoned and also well-experienced, matured people, mentors who will guide, who will talk, who will psych your mind concerning whatever issue you are going through, is going to be a success. Dear ladies, I plead with you, fellow delegates, come 22nd. When you go to vote, please don't forget to vote for Aseda Aseye Aklasu. It is an all-inclusive, all-supportive leadership. Dear lady, be loud and be heard, be empowered, be inspired, be motivated to earn more, to achieve higher. The sky is never your zenith, but rather your starting point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Aseda Aseye Aklasu. The sky is indeed never the lady's zenith. They hear you, and we hope that they listen and discern with your presentation. Whatever it is that you intend for them, it comes to fruition. That is what the committee will have for you. We would wish you all the best. So thank you very much for that precise, brief, and very clear presentation that you have read. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're welcome. So ladies and gentlemen who are present here, as the chairman of the National Electoral Commission, and I would like to say thank you to all the candidates for presenting their manifestos. We appreciate your time and effort in preparing for this presentation. Your manifestos have given us an insight into your vision and plans for the future. And we hope that you will continue to work hard towards achieving your goals. We wish you all the very best in these upcoming elections and also in your future endeavors as well. And to the staff of the IDO, we are so much grateful for your unrelenting support. Mr. Edem and Fred, you've been very good to us. We're so grateful. The assistance, it's overwhelming. I never expected it. I'm so grateful, Mr. Edem. Thank you very much, and to all members of the IDO Conference Center staff who made this whole interaction possible. We're so much grateful to you. And we would say that we'll still meet again come 22nd July for the national delegate election. And you're going to hear more from us. We are so grateful. Thank you very much. And to the students, IDO students who found time out of their busy schedule to join this live session. We are so much grateful for the time you have invested. God bless you so much. And we are very much, we appreciate that effort. So thank you so much. Without mentioning words, I wish to bring this live session to a close, and then further updates shall be communicated to you by the National ECPRO team. We are grateful for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you. This session has come to an end, so we are grateful. Thank you.